What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisor.com bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is Saturday. It is April 24th, and we are back with a full slate. Early, main, we've got it all. We've got our cheat sheet out already. Super excited. Really like this slate. The past couple of days, well, not Friday, but like Wednesday and Thursday, the slates were terrible. The pitching options weren't good. Just a lot of things. I didn't like a lot of things. And they were GPP only days. But now, guys, if you sign up for Fantasy Team Advisors or FTA Plus, we're going to have early only and main cash and GPP lineups as well on FanDuel. So we're really excited about it. I really like this slate. If you don't know what we do, this is probably, well, obviously you can see how long the video is, but this is probably going to be like a 30-minute video. It's a breakdown of the entire slate. So what we do is I'm going to go through all of the pitching options here. We're going to look at, dig into their numbers. We're going to look at the bats that have had success against them. We're going to go over a lot of things. We added some more pages to the website, which I'm really, really excited about. We'll show you just to kind of tell you under the so FantasyTeamAdvisor.com, under the MLB tab, we've got the 2020 stats, which I'll probably start getting rid of soon because they're on the Bacon Station. We've got the updated 2021 stats. The 2021 stats are updated every single morning, so it's updated from the night before. We've got the ballpark rankings, which we are going to dig into and look at here. This is a new feature as of this morning, which hopefully will be able to help you out, so definitely check that out. We'll look at that, but again, if you go to the website, you'll see it if you need it. We got our daily BVP, which is already updated for the day. The Bacon Station, which depending on when you watch this video, is updated normally. Well, on the weekend, it's probably going to be updated by 11 a.m. Central to give you time for the early only and the main. The cheat sheet's already up for the early and main, so we're good there. There's a lineup optimizer for DraftKings only, so you can check that out. Then we have the DFS lineups, which are FanDuel there. So before we get started, get a paper pen, however you guys do it. It's going to be a long video. It's going to be a very, very helpful video for you. So if you find it helpful, let us know. I'm going to turn the camera off. For some reason, it's very laggy right now, and I know you guys don't want to see that. But we're going to dig into a lot of information. So a lot of people have liked it. If you find this video helpful, let me know by liking the video, be a subscriber. If this video gets 30 likes, probably for the main slate, we'll put a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP lineup on the main slate. If this gets 30 likes, to give you guys enough time to get towards that. Please subscribe if you have not already, and leave a comment. So if you want to win a day pass, all you got to do is be a subscriber, like the video, tell me who's going to hit a home run, what inning, and the distance traveled. If you are correct in that, I will have you email me, support@FantasyTeamAdvisor.com. We'll get you signed up for a day pass. You can sign up for FantasyTeamAdvisor.com using promo code YouTube21. On the month pass, you're going to get half off a month. That'll include a month of MLB, NBA, MMA is today, PGA is weekly, and NASCAR is tomorrow afternoon. So you get 5 different sports, half off for a month pass. So without further ado, let's dig right into today's matchups. So we're going to look at the weather first. For the most part, we're pretty good. As you know, weather is a concern. Multiple sports, but baseball. Looking at the Reds at the Cardinals, possibility of light rain and then drizzle. I could see this game getting a slight delay. Hopefully they don't start it and then it gets delayed, and if you're using a pitcher, you get screwed there. But just kind of looking at it, possible light rain all morning, and then it kind of tapers off towards the end of the afternoon. So this game could get delayed. I don't know how they're going to handle that. But we'll see. They are in the same division, so I mean, if for some reason it was to be postponed, I could see that. And then moving on, I mean, up to 25% chance of rain during the Yankees at the Indians game, but I think we should be good here. I don't see a problem here. This one's the one that's kind of iffy for me. Athletics at the Orioles. If they could move this game up, they could get it in. As you can see, the start of the game, 6% chance of rain, and then it moves 17%, and then 60%. And then it doesn't get any better here. 76%, 78, 83. Seeing as how they don't play each other a ton on the year, if they could move this game up to like an afternoon start, which I understand probably not because of ticket holders and stuff like that, they would have a better chance of getting this game. Otherwise, I don't know if this game's going to get played. Arizona at the Braves, chance of rain, and it's not good throughout the entire afternoon. It kind of tapers down a little bit at the start of the game, but then it ramps up after the game. So we'll see how this rainstorm, this cell moves throughout the day. So definitely check that out since it is a night game. And that's about it as of now. Obviously, weather always can play a huge factor. So digging into the first game on the slate, you got Brady Singer, Matt Boyd. You've got the Royals at the Tigers. Singer against the Tigers. 26 plate appearances, 200 batting average, striking out 34% of the batters he's faced. Let me get this up a little bit. There you go. So you can see it a little bit better. If you dig into the bats for the Tigers who have had success, not a ton. No home runs, no extra base hits, only 5 total hits and 26 at-bats. So the equivalent of about 1 start. No one's done really well against him. Couple hits here and there. I really like Brady Singer. I would like this if it was in Kansas City, just because of the ballpark, but we'll take it. Matt Boyd, on the other hand, 192 plate appearances, striking out 15.1% of the batters he's faced, a 360 batting average. Who hasn't had success against him on the Royals here? He's given up 7 home runs. Just looking at the home runs, Salvador Perez, we put him in our lineup weekly, almost daily, at least one lineup, and he's always hitting a home run, it seems. And he has had success here. 10 for 36, a double and 2 home runs. Hunter Dozier, 10 for 21, batting .476 with 2 home runs. Nicky Lopez has a home run. I believe he hit it 1 last night. Andrew Benintendi, 4 for 10 with a home run. Whit Merrifield, while not having a home run, out of 51 plate appearances, Whit is batting .521. Love that. He can hit home runs. He's got the speed. He can get stolen bases for us. All of those equal points. I'm looking at a Kansas City stack here. Might go underowned. We'll see. Early only, though. I love a Kansas City stack. I love Brady Singer. Next game, Seattle Mariners at the Red Sox. Chris Flexen versus Nate Eovaldi. Flexen, 10 plate appearances. Hasn't seen him much. Always looking at a Red Sox stack here. Bogarts, Martinez, Verdugo. Really just depends. Kike Hernandez. It really just depends on who's in the lineup. They're all hitting. We saw that last night. JD Martinez is on a tear this season. Doesn't look like he did last year. Don't know what he did in the offseason, but it's working. Flip side of that, Nate Eovaldi, 14 plate appearances, 231. Now, Eovaldi is... I'm probably not going to have much exposure. If I have, Eovaldi will be my GPP pitcher. I don't think I'll look at Flexen. You could throw him in like a contrarian GPP just because he's going to be super cheap and people will be stacking the Red Sox. And if that 1% chance that he holds the Red Sox in 5 to 6 innings and gets 5 to 6 Ks, you're probably up on the competition quite a bit. If that happens, if you make multiple lineups, definitely get him in there. If you don't, I'm not trusting Flexen in cash much at all. So a Red Sox stack, if you want to go contrarian, Flexen for GPP. There are those one-off players for the Mariners that you could be looking at. Definitely Mitch Haniger's been starting to heat up. Always love me some Mitchie. So there's just some bats that you could look at, but we'll go to the next game here. Another game on the early slate, Trevor Cahill versus Michael Pineda. I don't mind either of these pitchers. I think Pineda is both great for cash or GPP. Trevor Cahill will be GPP in the hopes that the Twins continue to struggle against pitching, which they're going to come around. They're a really good hitting team. They're going to come around. It just, when will it be? Cahill on the against the Twins, 59 plate appearances, a .264 batting average, only striking out 18.6% of the batters he's faced. Pineda, on the other hand, he's only faced the Pirates 11 times, 200 batting average, 27.3%. Just kind of looking at the Twins bats against Cahill. Nelson Cruz, 5 for 26. Seems like he's always hitting at least one home run, if not more. Apologize for that. My phone rang. Didn't have it on silent. But where were we at? Let's just restart with Trevor Cahill. Again, I think he could be an option for GPP. But again, the Twins are a really good hitting team. Nelson Cruz, home runs every single day. Byron Buxton, we got to use him while he's hot and while he's not hurt because we know he will be hurt. Same thing with Aaron Judge. Same thing with Giancarlo Stanton. They're just Josh Donaldson. They're just players that are going to get hurt. Buxton is one of them. He just plays way too hard, runs into way too many things. He's got a home run against Cahill. Jake Cave has a home run against Cahill. I don't know if Jake Cave will be in there, but he would be a cheaper option. Donaldson, it really depends. He's slowly coming back from injury, so we got to take it day by day. So looking at Pineda, I really do like him. There hasn't been much, he hasn't faced many of the batters here. Frazier, I don't know if he'll get the start. He just got called up. Todd Frazier, that is. Adam Frazier, 1 for 2. Brian Reynolds could be an option, a sneakier one. A lot of cheap options there, but I don't know how much exposure I'll have to the Pirates' bats. Moving to this game, the Reds at the Cardinals. You got Wade Miley versus John Gant. This one's where I'm scared because of the weather. Wade Miley, 94 plate appearance, 338 batting average against him. GPP contrarian, I could see that just because people are going to see these numbers, and 338 is pretty big number against him. Let's see, can you see it though? I guess I can do it like that. It's huge on my screen. I don't know why it's not big on here. I do like a Cardinal stack though. We do have that on our cheat sheet, so you definitely can check that out. Wade Miley, GPP, I don't mind because he's been very hit or miss. But his numbers against the Cardinals and a lefty and the righty bats, I mean, Arenado hits lefties well. Goldschmidt hits lefties well. You've got Edman there. You've got Yachty. You've got a lot of people that can hit lefties well. Flip side of that, John Gant, 43 plate appearances, a 139 batting average. What I did in the article, so let me preface this. In this video, we're going to go through every single pitching option. If you want to see the handful of pitchers we like the most out of all of these, click the link down below. That is today's article. In that article, I break down a thought process a little bit for the pitchers. John Gant has not gone more than 5. I think his first start he went 4 innings. In his second and third start, he went 5 innings. If the weather holds up, which I don't know if it will, if we can get 5 innings out of Gant and 5 Ks, he should pay off his price. That's a big if, though, because the Reds, they can hit. They've cooled off. That's true, but they still can hit there. So it would be a little bit better if it was in Cincinnati with the Great American Small Park, but it's not. So we've got Gant here, looking at him. GPP, I don't mind. Again, the weather is going to play a big factor here. I don't know if this game gets played. Brewers at the Cubs. Freddie Peralta versus Albert Alzolay. Peralta, 71 plate appearances, 177 batting average. This will be, I believe, this is Peralta's 4th start of the season. Out of those 4 starts, this will be his 3rd start against this Cubs team. Problem, it's in Wrigley. I get that. The Cubs, they're very hit or miss. They're very streaky this season. The Cubs just put up 15 runs yesterday, but Freddie Peralta has sat them down this season. In 2 starts, he has 18 Ks against them, with 10 of those Ks coming against the Cubs in the last game he pitched against them. The problem, the whole thought process of once the batting order sees the pitcher the 3rd time, they're not as effective. This is actually the 3rd start, so this technically could be the 9th time this season that these bats have seen Peralta. Whether or not that's going to be a factor, we'll see. I do love Peralta, though, here. Alzolay, I don't trust him enough. I just don't trust how he's going to perform here. Next game, the Nationals at the Mets. We just saw Jacob deGrom absolutely shove against the Nats there. 15 Ks. deGrom got run support, got the W, which is rare. But he helped his own cause. He got a double. I think Jacob deGrom's batting like 556. It's a crazy number for what he's doing. He got his own run support yesterday. Then they tacked on runs, dominated the Nats. Stroman could do that. He's not as good as, no one. It's really hard to say. No one right now is as good as deGrom. Stroman, but the Nats could strike out just like we saw. I don't think Stroman's not going to get double. I don't think he's going to get double-digit strikeouts. He's not going to get 15 strikeouts. That's a fact. If Stroman gets 15 strikeouts today, and you like the video and comment something positive on this video, I will give someone randomly, random.org, I'll give you a month pass if Stroman gets 15 Ks. But you have to comment on this video. Joe Ross, on the other hand, 67 plate appearances, 411. I don't trust him. We stacked against Joe Ross's last start. It worked out well for us. I believe it was the Cardinals. I'm looking at Stroman as pitching, cash or GPP. I don't mind. And the Mets stack here. Angels at the Astros. You got Griffin Canning versus Jake Odorizzi. Canning, 37 plate appearances, a 258 batting average. Odorizzi, 69 plate appearances. Nice. 24.6 K percentage, a 226 batting average. I don't trust either of these pitchers in cash a lot. I could see both GPP. We used Canning last time in GPP and he screwed us. The Astros can hit. We know this. So I don't know if I'll use Canning at all. Odorizzi, I don't mind here. A big thing will be if Trout is out again. So he was initially in the game. He left Thursday. He was initially in the game yesterday. Then he was a late scratch after lineups came out. He got hit, I believe, on the elbow. We'll see if he's in there. I could see Trout. He maybe his elbow stiffed up or got stiff, right, BP or whatever it was. So looking at that is something to monitor. If Trout is out, I like Odorizzi a little bit more. Toronto Blue Jays versus Tampa Bay. Robbie Ray versus Brent Honeywell. So Honeywell made his debut against the Yankees, I believe, last Saturday, whenever it was. And he only went out there. He was an opener for, I think, Michael Wacha. I don't know. I would assume it's probably another thing. He went out for 2 or 3 innings because he did well. I think that happens again. So he's not really a bat or a pitcher that I would trust because if he's an opener, I mean, he's going to be super cheap if you wanted to go GPP or like on DraftKings if you want to go, SP2 on a GPP, and Honeywell goes out there for, say, 3 innings, gets 6 Ks, could pay off his price, but I don't think he's not going to be stretched out. Flip side of that, Robbie Ray, 54 plate appearances, a 133 batting average. We did see the Blue Jays hit Cillian Murphy, a.k.a. Glass now, pretty well yesterday. I think he gave up 3 earned runs in the first or something. Gave up 4 total. Looking at that, I don't trust either of these pitchers much. Tampa Bay can hit. They can hit lefties. They didn't yesterday. They could do it today. Robbie Ray's been this is second or third start of the season. I don't trust him against Tampa Bay. And Honeywell, GPP I don't mind because he's an opener. Whether or not how far into the game he opens, that's, we don't know. This is the one that I'm very excited about. Garrett Cole versus Shane Bieber. This is what we saw in the playoffs last year. Garrett Cole versus Bieber. Bieber got hit hard. Whether or not it was, nerves because it was the playoffs, whatever it was, Garrett Cole had a good game. Shane Bieber got lit up. The Yankees have not been hitting like they did last year. Shane Bieber has been striking out a ton of batters a game. The Yankees love to strike out. I could see this game being a 1-0, 2-0 game. Weather, I think, is going to play a factor a little bit with the rain. That could affect the game. I hope we don't have exposure to this game with pitchers and then it gets delayed and they go out. So that is something to pay attention to. Cole against the Indians, 62 plate appearances, 167 batting average, 32.3 K percentage. With Jordan Montgomery being able to hold the Indians down a little bit and Montgomery not as good as Cole, I really like Cole here. Same thing with Bieber. 48 plate appearances, a 262 batting average, striking out 29.2% of the batters he's faced. The Yankees love to strike out. I think Gary Sanchez probably sits. I don't know how you sit Giancarlo. I don't know how you sit Stanton here after 2 laser home runs yesterday. And Higashioka, the Yankees catcher, pretty much his personal catcher. I think he starts the game. I think Sanchez sits. I think Stanton DHs. I think we get what we need. I think there's going to be a ton of strikeouts in this game. Get exposure to this game, but be on the realization that there is a little weather concern here. Athletics at the Orioles, Chris Bassett versus to be announced. I don't know when this is going to come out. It's usually should be out by now, but it's not. So looking at that, I probably would look at Oakland bats here. But again, don't know. Don't have a pitcher to go against yet. Rangers at the White Sox, Kyle Gibson versus Dallas Keuchel. I don't trust Kyle Gibson. 142 plate appearances, striking out only 19% and giving up almost a 300 batting average against the White Sox. Stack the White Sox. Dallas Keuchel, I like him for GPP. Again, the Rangers can hit, but Keuchel has been effective. So looking at this, Keuchel for GPP, stack the White Sox. I don't trust the Rangers bats. I don't trust Kyle Gibson at all. Diamondbacks at the Braves. You got Madison Bumgarner versus Drew Smyly. I was all over stacking against Bumgarner his last start, and of course he had a good game. I don't think that continues this one. The Braves have a ton of bats here that can hit lefties. Acuna. I love Freeman, even though he's a lefty. Ozuna either pretty much home run or bust for him, so that's something for GPP wise. I don't trust either of these pitchers. Drew Smyly coming off the DL. Always gets hurt. Could see him getting hurt again. I don't trust it. And giving up a 382 batting average here, I'd be looking at stacking this game overall, not looking at the pitching. Philly at the Rockies. Nola versus Sensatella. I don't trust a pitcher in Coors. It's hard to pay up for them. Nola, 326 batting average against him. Looking at the bats for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon has struggled to start the season. Other people have picked him up. I don't trust... Like I said, I don't trust either of these pitchers. I am stacking this game on both sides of the ball. Marlins at the Giants. Pablo Lopez versus Kevin Gausman. We used Lopez's last start. Absolutely shoved. I'm trying to think. Would have been last Sunday? Was it Sunday? Last Sunday. Yeah. 6 innings, 1 run, not earned, 9 Ks against this exact same San Francisco team. But this one is in San Francisco, across the country. Pitcher's Park here. Love Pablo Lopez here. Think he goes under own with all of the other options there. Again, 6 innings, 1 earned run, or no earned runs, 1 total run with 9 Ks, and did get the loss because they couldn't score a run for him. But I absolutely love him there. Kevin Gausman, 63 plate appearances. I think both of these pitchers are GPP. I think Pablo Lopez could be a cash or GPP. It doesn't really matter. Comes into this game, 0-2 record, 3.32 ERA, but a 25 strikeouts to 1.25 whip in this game. The final game on the slate, you've got the Padres at the Dodgers. This is the same matchup we saw last Saturday, I believe. Snell versus Bauer. That one was in San Diego. This one's in LA. In that game, Snell went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. I could see that being about the case again. Trevor Bauer's been on fire, even though he didn't get the win. He had a pretty good performance. Looking at the performance there, 6 innings, 1 earned run, which was a home run, and 7 Ks against San Diego. I would like it a little bit better if it was in San Diego, but Trevor Bauer's on fire. 2-0 record, 2.42 ERA, 36 strikeouts. He was kind of battling for... that's what's crazy. He has 36 total strikeouts in 4 starts. And DeGrom has 30 strikeouts in his past 2 starts. He was battling Bieber for the lead in strikeouts, but, I mean, DeGrom has been shoving. And when I say shoving, I mean shoving. So looking at that, I do love both of these pitchers. I think both are cash options. GPP, it doesn't really matter. Snell has better numbers against the Dodgers, which seems kind of crazy, but yeah. I could see both of these pitchers having a great game, or I could see, Snell getting blown up kind of unexpectedly. It's hard to take a pitcher against the Dodgers, but that might be what takes the cake and what gets you first in a GPP and not first in a GPP. So there you go, guys, gals. That is the breakdown of the pitchers. So like I said, it should be a long video, but I wanted to help you guys out. I wanted to show you guys the thought process when we build our lineups, when we build our cheat sheets and stuff like that. So those are the pitching matchups. If you like that and you want to see the ones we like the most out of there, click the link down below. That'll take you to this article right here. And Manny Machado is Trevor Bauer's daddy. But looking at that, we have the pitchers we like there and some of the other things we talked about. But what I really wanted to show you guys, so that's the end of the video for the slate. If you want to wait, I'm going to show you things for MLB that we have to offer. A lot of free information too. So if you hover, go to fantasyteamadvisor.com, you hover over MLB, you can see the 2020 stats. You can see the player stats for this year. So this is already updated. This is updated every single morning. You can see all of their stats. Plus, this is in this Bacon Station as well. But this is just the free content. So you can see Acuna batting .394, has 3 stolen bases, hasn't been caught, 7 home runs, yada, 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 6 doubles, 1 triple, blah, blah, blah. You can sort that by however you want to check that out. And as you can see, we have any batter that's had any exposure this year. So there you go. You can definitely check that out. Again, this is on the cheat or the Bacon Station. Hover over that. You can see the player stats. You can see the ballpark rankings. So this is a new one. This is new as of this morning. This will be updated. But you can see the team and the ballpark where the game's being played. The home pitcher, the road pitcher, their total, their starts, stuff like that. How many games played in the stadium. How many total runs have been scored in the stadium. So a lot of information. Runs average on the stadium, the run rank, the run rating. So home run totals in the stadium. Just a ton of information for you guys. Ballpark rankings. So this is updated. This is through last night, and you can see home run average, home run rank, home run rating, slugging percentage, slugging rank, and slugging rating there. So a ton of information for you guys. It's a little off center just because I have this, let's see, 110% zoomed in for you, but you can check that out. So a lot of information under the MLB tab. So you got the ballpark ranking, then you click the daily BVP, which is this is already updated, and you can see who's had the best numbers or whatever. Whit Merrifield against Matt Boyd, 48 at-bats, batting .521, 8 RBIs, 6 stolen bases. You can see all of this information here. So go to fantasyteamadvisor.com, click all of these tabs. We've got the Bacon Station, which is part of FTA Plus. This is yesterday's. This will be, by the time you watch this video, probably updated. But yeah, so there is a ton of information here. Hitter stats, pitcher stats. You've got the 2021 stats for, or the 2020 and 2021, so all of last season and this season. Probably will switch to just 2021 starting middle of May, just to get about a month and a half worth of stats to really feel confident about it. You got the full stats of last year and this year for against righties and lefties as well, so you can kind of see there's a bunch of stuff. Then we've got the pitching projected out, pitching versus righties versus lefties. You can stroll over away splits, home splits. Oops. Their last year's stats and this year's stats, opponent batters against them, and then the pitcher stats here as well. So a ton of information for you guys. If you have questions, let me know. Would love to help you out. This is part of the FTA Plus. Again, you can go to fantasyteamadvisor.com, hit FTA Plus here, scroll down, do a day pass, check that out. That covers sports that are for a day, so that gets you, that'll get you sports from, MLB and NBA. It does not get you MMA, PGA, NASCAR, since those are weekly. You have to sign up for the week pass. The month pass is the best option, so you can check that out. You can get half off a month if you use promo code YouTube21, all one word, YouTube21, and that is only through this month, and then there will be no pass there. So hopefully this video did something for you. If it did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll continue to bring you great DFS content. We want to be your one-stop DFS shop. We've been around since early 2014 and gone through a lot of changes, but gotten better and better every single year. Make sure you go to fantasyteamadvisor.com. All of these up here. Subscribe, follow, like, whatever it is. Check it out. Every 100 Facebook likes, since we had to make a new page, someone is going to win a month pass for free. So that's all I've got in this video, guys. Hopefully you did well yesterday. You can check out the Discord link down below and get in on the discussion as well. Good luck today, and as always, let's bring home some bacon, guys. Peace.